In the annals of unsolved mysteries, few cases have captivated the public imagination quite like the disappearance of Michael Rockefeller in 1961. His story is not only fascinating because of who he was, the son of one of America's most powerful families, but also because of how he vanished, and the chilling theories that followed. It was the year 1961, and the world was still adjusting to post-war realities, political shifts, and cultural revolutions. But in the quiet corners of the world, deep in the jungles of what was then known as Netherlands New Guinea, now Papua Indonesia, something strange and terrifying was about to unfold. Michael Rockefeller, just 23 years old at the time, wasn't your average young man. He was the son of Nelson Rockefeller, a billionaire and political heavyweight who would go on to become the Vice President of the United States under President Gerald Ford. Born into immense wealth and privilege, Michael had the world at his feet. He graduated from Harvard University, one of the most prestigious institutions in the world, and could have easily stepped into the family's massive business empire or a political career. But Michael had other plans. He was deeply fascinated by art, culture, and particularly indigenous tribes. He had a special interest in the traditional artwork of tribal communities who lived in complete isolation from modern civilization. This passion led him to join an expedition to Dutch New Guinea to study and collect artwork from the Asmat tribe, a group known for their unique wood carvings and mysterious, ritualistic practices. Michael's journey began as an anthropological adventure. His father had recently opened the Museum of Primitive Art in New York, and Michael wanted to contribute to the collection by sourcing original tribal pieces directly from remote cultures. He joined forces with René Vasing, a Dutch anthropologist, and together they set out into one of the most uncharted regions of the world. What made this expedition particularly dangerous was not just the terrain, but the people. The Asmat tribe had long been isolated from the outside world and had a reputation for being fierce, even cannibalistic. It was said that they engaged in headhunting and ritual cannibalism, particularly in revenge killings or tribal warfare. Despite these rumors, Michael was determined to make contact and collect art directly from the source. For a while, things went according to plan. The expedition visited various tribal villages, collecting artifacts, filming tribal rituals, and making contact with people who had almost never seen white outsiders. However, tensions were always just below the surface. Then came November 19, 1961, a day that would become legendary. Michael and Vasing were traveling along the coast in a catamaran when their boat capsized due to rough waters. Stranded, floating miles off the coast, Michael made a fateful decision. He believed land was only a few miles away and told Vasing, "I think I can make it." Then, he removed his clothes, tied 2 empty gasoline cans around his waist for flotation, and swam toward shore. He was never seen again. When word of Michael's disappearance reached his family, a massive search operation was launched. Airplanes, helicopters, boats, and hundreds of searchers combed the area. The Rockefeller family used every resource at their disposal, even enlisting local governments and military forces to aid in the search. The US and Dutch governments got involved. Yet, despite the massive effort, not a single trace of Michael, no body, no clothing, no personal belongings, was found. Speculation began to run wild. Some believed he had drowned in the treacherous waters. Others thought he had been eaten by sharks. But the most chilling theory, and the one that has persisted for over 60 years, is that Michael reached the shore, only to be captured and killed by the Asmat tribe, who then ate him in a ritualistic ceremony. For years, this was just a theory, until something eerie happened. In 1969, 8 years after Michael vanished, a film surfaced showing members of the Asmat tribe. But viewers noticed something shocking in the footage: a white man, seemingly in his 30s, paddling a canoe alongside the tribesmen. He bore an uncanny resemblance to Michael. Could it be that he survived, assimilated, or even been held captive by the tribe for years? This footage reignited public fascination. Was Michael alive? Had he been spared? Or was this simply another white explorer? Years later, a Dutch missionary who had worked in the area claimed to know what really happened. He said that Michael had indeed reached the village, but a tribal council was held to decide his fate. Some of the tribesmen allegedly wanted to let him live. But others, seeking revenge for a past conflict involving Dutch colonial officers, decided to kill and eat him as an act of vengeance. According to the missionary, Michael was killed near a river at night, eaten, and his skull was preserved and kept within the tribe. Despite multiple investigations, no conclusive evidence has ever been found. The Rockefeller family has never publicly confirmed or denied the cannibalism theory. Many believe they know the truth but have chosen to keep it private. To this day, Michael Rockefeller's disappearance remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. A young man, born into unimaginable wealth, vanished in one of the world's most remote and dangerous regions. Whether he drowned, was eaten, or survived secretly, the truth may never be fully known. One thing is certain, his story will continue to haunt the world for generations to come. If you found this story fascinating, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another deep dive into unsolved mysteries and real-life thrillers. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and stay safe.